Father disowned me but shows up 15 years later and demands I donate my bone marrow to save his life because we are a family. So I refused, and he's suing me. I, 17M, am adopted. My birth parents weren't able to care for a newborn, and I ended up in foster care cause of it. I was adopted by my family when I was 2. I have a very happy life, one I likely wouldn't have with my birth parents. About a month ago, my birth parents got into contact with my family. Long story short, my birth father is sick and needs a bone marrow transplant. They are on a wait list but haven't heard back just yet. I'm the only child they ever had, and odds are I'm a match. Pretty much they wanted my parents to get me tested and then donated my marrow to him. My parents told me that it's up to me, and after some thought, I said no. I don't know them other than they gave birth to me. They've had no part in my life whatsoever, and now they suddenly need me. Well, they sent my parents a nasty message saying they can sue to force me to donate my marrow. I do feel a little bad, but I feel like this isn't my problem. Am I the a-hole? I'm a boy, but flattered some of you think I'm pretty enough to be a girl. I have no contact or anything with my birth parents. From what my parents told me, I was put into foster care when I was less than a month old. That is how they got me, and they decided to adopt me, which was finalized when I turned 2. I have 4 siblings and I have a great life. They told me when I was old enough that I am adopted, but outside of that I had no idea who my birth parents were or what they'd even looked like. Someone said I should do it cause what if I need medical information? Want to get to know them, or something like that. Yet, no. I have no desire to get to know these people. None. I have no desire to seek out grandparents, cousins, and uncles. I don't want to know if some form of rare cancer runs in the family cause they are not my family. I haven't spent 17 years of my life with them. Why would I want to get to know them? Story 2. My 25M girlfriend, F22, is too afraid of COVID, and it's affecting our relationship. Just a little backstory: my girlfriend, Ariana, works with kids at a local school as a teacher's aide. She just got her booster and has no prior medical conditions that would make her more susceptible to having a bad bout of COVID. I'm also double vaccinated. We live in the Los Angeles area where COVID rules are still pretty strict. The mask mandate is still in effect, along with social distancing and now COVID vaccine mandates. However, for the past few months, as things have been opening up, my girlfriend does not want to do anything that involves being out in public. I bought Dodger tickets, she canceled on me, and I ended up going with my brother. She absolutely does not want to go to a sit-down restaurant, even when the place is mostly empty and the tables are mostly empty. One of my favorite pastimes is going to the movies, and if I am able to drag her to the movies, it has to be a showing early in morning, that way there aren't more than 10 people in the theater. This has made it an issue whenever I have family events, like birthday dinners or special occasions, because she always declines, saying she doesn't feel safe and I go alone. Dates are very limited. We only get takeout, and we mainly just stay at home. I understand the risks of COVID, however. Being vaccinated, I would like to do more things like travel, go to restaurants, go to amusement parks, and she is still against all of those things. TLDR, girlfriend is triple vaccinated, but is still afraid of COVID and going out to do things, and I'm getting frustrated because of it. Story 3. Should I, 21M, pursue a romance with a close friend or move on, 23F? I went back to college last fall and found a group of friends that shared similar interests with me, anime. I met a cute girl, 23F, in the group that I didn't talk to outside of group hangouts that much, but at them, we would talk a lot. Fast forward 2 months, and we are normal friends, and one night we ended up cuddling for 8 hours. She initiated it without asking, and it was an interesting experience for me. During it, we talked a lot, and it was just a mutual thing. Neither of us had romantic feelings towards each other. Fast forward another month and a half, around the Christmas season, is when I started to develop feelings. At that point, we have talked about a lot of personal that's happened to us throughout our life. Around the time, I've overheard that she might have feelings for me, but I didn't pursue it because I don't like making moves unless I know for sure, and she hasn't been interested in a romantic relationship for a long time due to things from the past, the personal. Around a month later, we ended up cuddling again. But for around 3 months after, nothing developed past that feelings kind of schedule, so we didn't hang out much. There was also a point where we didn't talk for a month or so. Something happened and our friend group fell apart. We all just needed space, but me and her weren't upset at each other. We just didn't talk or hang out. But after that, it was just me and her as remaining friends. She didn't have a lot of friends in the area, since she moved from California after graduating high school. When started hanging out again, she told me that she didn't have anyone else to hang out with and was glad I was still in her life. When we started hanging out, the feelings I had started to come back, but I chose not to push or pursue her because I believed that wouldn't be right because of what I just said. Things went normal, just did hangouts, made a few new friends, both me and her. And in October things started to change and we started to get a lot closer because of stuff happening around us. We started talking a lot and around 3 weeks ago, we had a long call that was emotional, the good kind, where we talked a lot. She mentioned how she values me and trusts me more than anyone else she's had in her life. At this point, I want to pursue it, but going back to what I said earlier, due to her past relationship she doesn't want to be in one at the moment, but she didn't shoot me down with that. I haven't made a move once. That's just her reason and dudes who have hit her up. That's what she states. I just don't feel like the odds are in my favor and I don't want to risk damaging our friendship. Should I just work on myself and build the friendship I have with her even further and hope that one day the time will come where it can happen? Or should I just drop the feelings and settle on being friends and move on? I met a girl a year ago and we are great friends, had deep conversations, cuddled a few times, held hands a few times, but she's not been interested in a relationship for a while for personal reasons, and that's why I haven't pursued it. Should I build my friendship with her even further and wait, or should I move on? Story 4. Minor money issues with me, 22M and 23F. My 22M girlfriend, 23F, just asked her parents for money. I'm upset. Basically, it's been a struggle lately with my finances. We are both recent college grads, and I moved in with her this August a few months after I graduated. She's a winter grad. There was a lot going on in my life, some legal issues, but she stuck by my side, and I am forever grateful. At the beginning of our relationship, I had lots of money, took her on trips, bought her stuff, went out every weekend, etc., etc. My legal issues took all that away. I started a regular corporate job making more money than her corporate job. Then I quit a few months into us living together because I moved to this new city with her. For the past 2 months it's been hard on me looking for a new job, but I recently found some prospects and have offers pending. Our monthly expenses are enough for her salary to keep all our joint bills and expenses paid while I try to make odd money while I'm unemployed. Her uber conservative canon, Dad called her, and she broke down stressed about finances and me not having a job. Me, left-wing black male, and him had a rocky start, but he's diagnosed bipolar, and I kinda have just been faking it till I make it with him. I feel like this is a super issue, and he's going to hold it in and bring it up as me being a failure as a man. He offered us $10K, but it's excessive considering all of our bills are paid, and I have job offers on the table. I just don't appreciate her telling him and breaking down to him as if we are starving and about to get evicted. I don't know how to tell her I'm upset with her for this. TL Doctor. Girlfriend broke down to her canon Dad, made it seem like I wasn't contributing at all, and Dad is showing up next week.